Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I am so excited because I'll be checking out Red Velvet's latest release here with Chill Kill, the music video for an all. Now, before we dive into the music video, can we first appreciate the concept, what was being teased before this full-fledged comeback, everyone? I love the overall concept, I love the aesthetics, the styling, you name it, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna end up loving Chill Kill as well as all the B-sides off of their third full album once we dive into the album review. Now, aside from that, I do want to apologize for not doing that much coverage of Red Velvet these days on the channel and for the previous eras in terms of album reviews. I've been just really busy with life things, and I feel like when it comes to Red Velvet and like full albums in general, I need to take my time and really go through it all. Like, we're talking about more than at least 1 hour coverage in terms of their music, because their music has always been such a safe space for me, I'd say, because like nobody does it like Red Velvet. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Their B-sides always deliver, and when they come through the table with the likes of R&B, that genre and all, they just know how to do it to a T. But aside from that, I'm really interested in what Chill Kill has in store, what it's all about, how's it gonna play out sonically. So hey, with that being said, let's just dive into the music video now. Alright, so brought it up here, Chill Kill by Red Velvet. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Family photo there. But it seems like someone else was in the photo, no? VHS tape or video cassette tape being played, and now it begins. A transition, and I heard Moonshine. Whoa! Just this theatrical roller coaster that we're experiencing right now is crazy. Like, from almost like this bell-like work to this heavy 808 bass. I want to see you again. Regretting so bad I could die. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa! There's a shovel. Like a winner. For a happy ending. Believe it or not, the lyrics are quite meaningful in this song. In coordination, but in coordination to the storyline in this music video. Woo. Wow. Building up with the snare drum again. Wow, that was powerful, just from the fighting to them consoling each other and bringing in for a hug. Chill Kill. Oh, this is so catchy, this chorus. It's very memorable too. It has a sing-alongable factor to it that makes it memorable. Ooh, electronic drum kit work? 13. They got a bunch of gasoline. They're gonna light something up. Huh. Oh my. What a build up for this climax and into a peak moment. Forget about your sorrow. Wait, what's going on here? Oh my goodness, y'all. Crazy. This was a masterpiece, dare I say. And notice Red Velvet, you know, just the typography, the aesthetic work for this era. There's a lot to really talk about this era. There is more than the surface level. There's more beneath the eye, per se, when it comes to Chill Kill. In fact, like, I would have to check out this music video and go through the lyrics thoroughly, like several different times on my own time after this, probably, because it was just, there was just a lot of textures and a lot of elements that you would have to consider and try to really understand what are the intentions and what's trying to be conveyed here. At least what I got from my own perspective is that all the members here, they're in some old, you know, cottage, and family of 5, maybe even a family of 6 of additional person. And what was cool about that transition was like old chop knife being slicing through that like family photo, taking away that additional person. Seems like, you know, maybe they committed a crime, and, you know, at the end they really burn up their own cottage, but within that cottage holds not only the bad memories, but like the good times that they've had with each other, you feel me? And that was very impactful, as much as the overall soundscape that was being played out and the theatrical movement that we were experiencing, the theatrical roller coaster that I'd like to say, which is so signature Red Velvet, by the way, if you think about it, because like, if you think about the likes of their amazing era of Psycho, like, I can go back up on that era countless amount of times on my own time. But like, that era had like a nice mid-tempo beat shift, which we got in this song. And that song had like powerful vocals. But if you think about like likes of their previous latest eras before Chill Kill, there are a lot of crazy theatrical moments with orchestral work. And that's one thing that I love about Red Velvet, is that their music contains orchestral work from time to time, right? And that's a special thing that I don't want K-pop to ever phase out in itself and become like everything absolute and digital. Like, I want to hear all of those lush strings come through. I want to hear those string melodies like in Chill Kill here, you know what I'm saying? But like, that kind of powerful teeter-totter feeling that you get from the heavy 808 bass, to the bells being done ever so slightly, to the sweeping of these string melodies, was very powerful, right? It felt like a teeter-totter of emotions. Now, this really gets back to my main point about what's being portrayed, right? I feel like what's being portrayed is just how love can be so complex. And this is in general. I'm not talking about like possibly that other person that was in the house, it seemed like, in that family photo. I still don't know if that's the case. But like, in general, when it comes to our relationships, whether it's someone near and dear to us, family-wise, whether it's our friends, you know, whether it's our acquaintances, you get these roller coaster of emotions, like, and go through all those roller coaster of experiences with them. from time to time, and it's very powerful. You get these kind of intense motions, especially the ones close to you that are near and dear to your heart, right? And I feel like everything that's being portrayed is intense motions, the feelings of regret, the feelings of cherishing and, you know, trying to hold on to those precious memories that you had with your significant other ones in the past before, but also trying to move on and not necessarily at the same time think about tomorrow. Just move on. Don't like really think that far ahead, but live in the now. That's what I'm getting here, and that's what we saw with the burning of the old cottage house that they were living in with all the members, right, as a one big whole family, right, which was very fitting for Red Velvet because they truly are one big whole family. But like just the significance and the imagery being shown in that burning of the cottage, it really goes to show you that longing for a true happy ending, like a story to when it comes to a thriller movie. It's like you want to have a good happy ending where, you know, we get to see people survive and all, but not trying to say that's the case, but like the longing of like having a happy ending and moving on, like not necessarily like a full stop ending, but to just move on, have a happy ending from what happened in the past before, just tying those ends up and moving on. So that was crazy to really go through and experience. Aside from that, I really want to touch upon the overall soundscape to this song as we dive back into the second go through, because I could spend all day talking about the storyline that was being shown with the cottage and just the cleverness that they did from the setup of the video cassette tape in that chair, which wasn't like shown, but then at the very end they show that screen, that old boxy TV and all that. They played the tape, and they were just in the end looking back on their past memories and cherishing those old and precious times. And nostalgia and the likes of cherishing is a powerful thing, I've got to admit, and the fact that we get the feelings of a little bit of nostalgia added in the mix here, sprinkled on top, it really takes the extra mile when it comes to chill kill here, everyone. So let me bring it back up here. I really loved how this was done. I did hear Moonshine. I'm gonna confirm it after this and see who else is in the works for chill kill here. I do know there's significant individuals when it comes to the B-sides though, but yeah, chill kill, definitely one of my favorite title tracks by them to date. And I'm just so glad that they are finally back. So rearranging of everything, the furniture, which is really cool because they, in a way, they set it up for the choreo intentionally from the beginning and to the very end where, you know, they're caught by the cops and all. Yeah. See that chop shop knife being sliced. Seems like someone was in the back there. I heard Moonshine, yeah. So right away, initially, we get these plucks. We get this heavy 808 bass coming into play that you would not expect, but it really carries heavy weight on your shoulders as you're feeling this. You're hearing this song out for the first time. But not even just for the first time, even in my second go through here, there's a lot of heavy weight being felt with that heavy 808 bass and all, something that's being carried on to your heart as what the members are experiencing here in these scenes, right? Oh my goodness. Yuri and Sulgi combo, oh my goodness. So initially we started with a brief intro with Sulgi, if I recall correctly, and then we get into this really nice verse 1. Oh, just the overall chord progression, I love it. And now we're just starting to see like subtle, like, you know, bloody scenes and all. Tomorrow. Just how Suki comes through in this moment here is brilliant, right? It adds to this, you know, how should I say this? It adds this very contrasting feeling initially that we get, and at first we're like, whoa, what's going on now, right? But that really connects with the titling of the song, Chill Kill, am I right? That contrast. But like, I'd say at the same time, there is this, in a way, melancholy feel as much as we get these other feelings of bright moments and sad moments and thrilling moments. You know what I'm saying? This emotional, thrilling, theatrical roller coaster that we're being put on right now. Ooh, that snare work. Like a winner. See what I'm saying? They're talking about a happy ending. They're longing for a happy ending with this significant line here, you know? You know, there's bright moments, and then all of a sudden there's these moments where they're trying to clean up all this mess here. Like, it's very hard to like move on. The kind of correlation there of like, it is so hard to move on from one person's passing, or maybe a crime that you've dealt, maybe. But just like on the lines of it's just so hard to move on from all that sorrow and pain that you've been through, those hard times. Like, at the same time, it's so hard to move on from those great moments that you had in life with the people around you that surround you and people that support you in a two-way kind of manner, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this moment here. Wendy! She really surprised me in the moment here. A little bit of distortion coming in the works in the production. But this was a powerful moment here for me. This moment right here, right? Let's focus on this. No, for some reason, they're fighting here. Joy and Solgi. But then we also have Irene and Yiri. They're going through a fight, but instead, Irene brings in Yuri for a hug. This was the powerful moment that I got, right? Through all that fighting and all that stuff. Hey, do we really, you know, hate each other that much? Like, what are we doing right now, right? There's this sort of almost like realization moment too. Now, okay, arrangement-wise, there's something to really point out before we hit the bridge in this song that okay, so I'm gonna let this play out so I can talk about it. Oh, I love that. The ticking of the hi-hats here, yeah. Like a winner. Oh, the background vocals, the vocal layering. You hearing that, y'all? Some retro influences with electronic drum kit work. Say. Now are you ready? You ready? Right? So I feel like this honestly encourages us listeners to be like, hey, are you ready to take that leap of faith? Are you ready to move on? Right? Like this sort of inner thought feeling for the members here as one big family. Are we ready to move on from this cottage? Are we ready to move on in this cottage that contains all that pain, all that sorrow, all that suffering, all of the fights that we had, but also the great and good memories that we are trying to, stick to and cherish, right? Like one's home is like very hard to move on from. And like when you're moving to another place, it's so hard to move on from your previous home. Like sure, that may vary for some, but like moving, it takes a lot of leap of faith, and moving away from those past times, it takes a lot of leap of faith as well. So like this was a significant moment for me. And by the way, this is not the bridge. The bridge doesn't even start here. Like that kind of cohesiveness, like with this kind of interlude being done here, say, now are you ready, is such a brilliant moment in my humblest opinion. And then we're stuck, like we're still in this, cinematic moment here with all the members coming together with the gasoline. And they're ready to burn up the cottage. I laughed only because of you. And what's cool about this bridge, they bring back this electronic drum kit work after that cinematic scene on the bus. All I need is your warmth until the end. Sometimes it's just better to move on, but at the same time, hey, it's about living in the now. It's gonna change at long last. Tomorrow. Oh my goodness, the vocal moments that we've been waiting for. Okay, before this, we were going up and down, like storyline wise and everything, and like just this atmospheric feeling that we get in this song is everything that was going on. But then in this moment here, this is where everything's being released. All the emotions, right? And there's a lot of this consoling feeling that we get, like, yes, finally, we're moving on. Tomorrow. This moment was quite fun, honestly. Just seeing the choreo. But even after everything, being caught by the cops and the police, notice how they're happy together now that they've moved on. In a way, they ended up having that happy ever after ending to this story. So it's like, dude, I did not expect, y'all, that I would be covering a lot. Like, sure, I know I would be covering a lot when it comes to Red Velvet, but I didn't expect like this much, depth, in this particular era by Chill Kill. But it just goes to show you, Red Velvet always continues to deliver and always continues to top themselves, and like the details are always considered. Let me actually search up who is behind this particular track, because after going through this emotional roller coaster and just the theatrical atmospheric feeling that we get in Chill Kill with the storyline, I need to really see who is behind this. Moonshine, obviously. Kenzie makes sense. Kenzie at SM, all that good stuff. Cassiopeia, that makes so much sense. And Ellenberg. Okay, everyone. Wow, oh yeah, stacked credits. And then we still got a lot more to look forward to in terms of the B-sides. But pretty much, essentially, they came through with a pop dance track that has this very thriller, dark approach to it. And when you think about pop music, it can be very bright at times. But then you think about like thriller movies and all that stuff, and horror movies, it adds that contrast. And that combination with the titling of Chill Kill and what the concept is considered for and what's trying to be conveyed here. It could be like really perceived in honestly multiple different ways, 3 different ways and beyond, in my humblest opinion. But if you guys viewed it almost the same way I did, or understood more of what was going on thanks to me, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. This was a lot to take in a good way. I gotta give this a 10 out of 10 with all things considered. Music video, storyline, lyrics, the lyricism, the depth that we got in the overall soundscape, the chill kill here. This was everything. But as always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much, and just warrants my connecting with y'all in the comment section down below. This has been Garrison, and peace.